Hey guys, it is YSBeezito here, and today I'm going to be showing you the best value for money gaming PC for Christmas in New Zealand. So, here we go. So first of all, we're going to start off with the CPU. We got the AMD Ryzen 5 1500X, clocked at 3.5 GHz. Now I think this is a really good option for not only gaming, but video editing, Photoshop, anything like that, color work. I've been using it, it's in my system, I have had no problems with it whatsoever. It's lived up to the task and it has done a damn good job for me. It comes with its own stop cooler, which I've had absolutely no problems with. I did not need a third party. So as we can see the pricing here, the cheapest is $270 from PCPartPicker, so I'd suggest you go and pick that up soon. The next part we've got is the motherboard, and we've gone with the Asus Prime B350M-A MicroATX motherboard. Now, as I hope you know, computer prices have been extremely high lately due to the Bitcoin mining and so on and so forth, and general price of components have come up quite a bit. However, in New Zealand it's a little bit negligible because our prices are high in any case. So as we can see here, the cheapest you've got it is 134 from First Wave. If you don't want to go to First Wave, you got PB Tech and PCPartPicker, so not too far away in price. And that's it for the motherboard. Next you've got the RAM. I've gone with the G.Skill's Ripjaws V series 8GB, so 2 sticks of 4 DDR4 RAM, clocked at 2133 MHz, and as you can see we've got it from Mighty Ape and DTC Systems. Now, as I can say again, this is very expensive. However, if you want a gaming PC, this is the best you can get it for right now. You're just gonna have to accept that price. It's just gonna stay there for now, as we have a large demand for it, and unfortunately it's going to stay at that high price. So the next we could get is an SSD. As with desktops, it's really hard to deal with a hard drive, and honestly for price to performance you'd rather just go with the SSD one time. So what we've gone with here is the Western Digital Green 120GB M.2 SSD, and this comes in at $79 from Computer Lounge, and I think this is a pretty good deal at the moment. It's normal price, I believe, and it's really good value for money. This motherboard, I have it as well, the one we selected. It has a space for an M.2 slot, and if you want to fill that up, there you go, you got your operating system on there. However, you're gonna need some other places to put your games, and the budget doesn't really cover it for this one, so hopefully you have an external hard drive. A little while ago on Black Friday sales they were having external hard drives for $60, and hopefully you picked up one of those back then, because that's a very good price for them. Next we've got the Gigabyte GeForce GTX 1050 Ti. Now this is a very good card. I have it myself, I haven't had any issues whatsoever, and I believe it's a solid card, good value for money. Unfortunately, it is at that higher price, $278. It shouldn't be that high, but this is New Zealand. This is New Zealand pricing. This is how things go in our markets over here. So you just have to accept that price. And that is the cheapest it's going to be for a while. And I suggest you get it now, because people are picking up these for a little bit of Bitcoin mining. However, the price shouldn't fluctuate too much. It should just stay around that $290-ish range. Anything above that, it's too expensive. $319 is ridiculous. $278 is still pushing it, but it's more realistic compared to the $320 by PCPartPicker. Next we've got the Corsair Carbide Spec M2. Now, I personally have a very similar case. It's a little bit different. However, it's very cheap. It is very cheap. So this means you're gonna lose out on a little bit of features. One, I believe it only comes with one case fan. Now you're probably gonna need to pick up another case fan. It's a New Zealand summer. Things are a little bit warmer this year, so you're gonna need to pick up stuff like that. So the cheapest place it has it as First Wave PC at $69. Unfortunately, it says that they're out of stock. Next one is PCPartPicker at $86, which is pretty good. And this is changeable. You can change any of these parts in this build, but especially the case, it's just preference. It's the cheapest one that I can find that looks half decent. And you know, around this price range, you shouldn't be too fussed about what your computer looks like. It's gonna look okay, not the best, obviously. Even for price and performance, it is really bang on good in New Zealand at this price range. So you're just gonna have to stick with that. So next we've got the EVGA 500 watt 80 plus bronze certified ATX power supply. Now unfortunately this is not modular at all, it's not even semi-modular, it's just a normal ATX power supply. Now this isn't a problem, however cable management is going to be a little bit of an issue, but honestly again at this price range you're going to have to expect that. And it comes in around at a very good $95. EVGA is a trusted brand that makes solid power supplies. I haven't had a problem with them before. I've had them in the past a long time ago. However, I've got an FSP power supply right now, and I can say, well, power supply is power supply. However, try not to skimp on this. It is very good for this build. However, if you're gonna get something like a 1060 6GB that requires the external power, you're gonna be a little bit more than this. It's not too bad though. 500 watts is plenty. It's gonna last you a long time. You don't really need to upgrade. It's just for peace of mind. And that brings us to the end of the build. So the build comes to $1,109 New Zealand. Now that is pretty good considering what the market is like right now. Our computer components market is very inflated, as everyone knows. This is New Zealand, it's something we have to accept. However, with the new generation of graphics cards and, well, previous generation and processors, the Ryzen 5, the 1000 series, the 1050 Ti, the 1060, we've seen major gains in it. So this is the price we're going to have to accept now. And leading up to Christmas, if you want to get this for someone, I think it's a really good option. You're just going to have to build it yourself, it's not that hard. You can just search up a tutorial on how to do that. It takes like an hour and a half, or half an hour in my case, 45 minutes. It wasn't hard at all. It's really easy, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I think this is a solid build for medium 1080p gaming, 900p maximum gaming. That's kind of where this build's aimed at. 1080 is a little bit of a stretch. However, this is gonna give you that spot where you can say, I've got a good computer that can upgrade in the future. For example, the RAM, you can add more RAM in there if you want later on. The graphics cards, when prices calm down, when everything just starts to calm down a little bit, comes back to the normal New Zealand prices, even though they're still a little bit inflated because we're far away from everything. You can put a new graphics card in there in 1 or 2 years time. You don't have to stick with that. It's a good thing about PC building. So that about wraps it up. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like the video if you liked it. Subscribe. Make sure you turn on that notification bell below to know when I upload. Make sure you check out our social media below. We started streaming on Twitch recently. Go check us out there. And I hope this is a good Christmas build for you guys. And I hope you guys have a great Christmas. Or maybe buy this PC. Have a great time. Play some games. And that's about it. Remember to have an awesome day. Ever wonder that someone is watching everything you're doing? Because I sure do. But Beezito, what can I do to help my problem? Well, don't be silly, a great VPN service could help you out. And speaking of a great VPN, TunnelBear is the easy to use VPN service, which allows you to tunnel to over 14 different countries, with support for desktop, browser, and mobile for all your tunneling needs. It allows you to browse the internet as if you are in the selected country. If this sounds like a very good program to you, click the link in the description below. Once again, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'd love to see more videos like this coming up on my channel soon, so make sure you share it around. Now, in terms of the series, I'd like to do more videos as stated before. Tell me what you want to see, tell me what price range, because honestly I think the prices right now are too inflated to do too many videos on. However, I do like to find those sweet spots and show you guys where the best value for money gaming PCs are, because I do know the stress in trying to get a good PC to video edit, to do color spacing, anything like that. It's really frustrating and try to find a good value for money PC. I was also thinking about doing a good 1080p gaming PC for New Zealand, as I know prices are inflated as again, and I'd love to show you guys what that involves. It might involve a good 1060 or a really cheap 1070 coming out soon, so I hope I can get that done really quickly. And as for that, that's pretty much it. So if you want to see more like that, make sure to tell me below. Make sure you leave a comment on what you thought of the video and what I can improve on. And on behalf of Beezito,